Yeah, it's got that sweet Friday feeling, everybody. How we doing? Sam here, United People's TV. I'm live. It's Friday. So there's only one thing we can do to start this stream.
It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
This guy, I swear to God, this will never, ever get old. He's the most infectious dude in the entire world. And this is not what the feeling is in training at Carrington right now, I don't think. Quite the opposite, I imagine, the feeling in Carrington right now going into this game against Watford. How are you all doing, right? Everyone's complaining that I'm a couple minutes late, but that's all about keeping you, on your toes. Keep you on your toes. I don't know why I went Irish here. On your wee toesies. No, it's Scottish. How are you all doing? I've got so much to run through today. Going to be announcing the winner for not one CR7 shirt, but two CR7 shirts. Going to be announcing the giveaway for the Patrice Evra autobiography. Going to be announcing the giveaway for the 210K. And, hey, mate, it's going to be a big one. We're going to be speaking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This idea that there have been crisis talks between Solskjaer and the players ahead of Watford. I think the crisis may have already happened there against Liverpool and against City. We'll speak about that. We're going to speak about Jesse Lingard and the fact that he pretty much is definitely going to be leaving Manchester United. We all knew it. We all thought it. Confirmation came yesterday. We'll speak about that. We'll speak about Donny van de Beek. Could he finally be starting a Premier League game against Watford? That's what reports are saying. What else have we got? My God, as I said, it's going to be a busy one. Going to be a busy one. That's today's Friday, so we get the interactive map up. Hey, drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Although everybody that's here, you must already be subscribed because you're the OGs. Jonathan Rose, can we never mention Zidane as he isn't coming? Simple as that. Well, we've mentioned Zidane before. We will mention Zidane again. We will mention Brendan Rodgers again. I'm speaking about him and what he said yesterday about the United job. We'll speak about all the other candidates. We got Peter joining in this morning. Good morning, Kuol. You got Imran. You got Tim. You got Robin Williams. Not that Robin Williams. R.I.P. Abby, Paula, Anna watching all the way from Derry. Yeah, come on, Derry. That's where all my family's from. Who doesn't love Fridays, John? Come on. You got to have that sweet Friday vibe, right? I don't know where to start. Actually, I do know where to start. If you didn't, this is kind of a slightly bit of a tangent here from the happiness I just had there. But I didn't know if you didn't notice, or if you didn't see, there were, I believe it was 10 Manchester United fans that were arrested by Greater Manchester Police off the back of the protest that happened at Old Trafford. And there is a GoFundMe that has been launched with the intention of helping cover the legal costs. I'll explain what the fund there is. Raising funds to provide legal advice and representation to Manchester United supporters who were arrested following the protest held on the date of Manchester United versus Liverpool on the 2nd of May. Now, there's a GoFundMe over here, and it's a £10,000 goal. I've donated 50 quid. I'm not asking you to donate 50 quid at all. If you can donate a fiver, donate a fiver. If you can donate a tenner, donate a tenner. If you can do anything that might help these lads, do that, because they were protesting against the ownership of our club. The protest that happened there had a significant impact, and I want to do what I can there. And it's only 50 quid. It might not change much, but do what you can. And what I will do now is leave the link in the description over here. Post it as a comment. There you go. And if you can, just send in a tenner. It might help them. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Is that the wrong thing? That is the wrong thing. Oh dear. Oh dear, ladies and gentlemen. Let me delete that. Let me delete that. Why is that not copied over? Over there. Over there. Jeez. There we go. Right. There's the link to the GoFundMe page. If you can donate a tenner, as I said, it might help the lads with the legal representation. So I've donated 50 quid. I'll do what I can. You do what you can. But let's move on from that. And let's speak about, as I said, there's lots and lots to run through today. It's been a quiet week. We all know it was busy last week because everybody sort of anticipated that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might be sacked as Manchester United manager. I covered everything in such real detail. The sorts of videos that I always do enjoy doing. I always rather would do videos that offer a bit of insight rather than simply. I like the live streams. The live streams serve a purpose, but I like to match it in between top quality research content, and that's what I did this week. But now we're heading towards Watford, right, on Saturday. Geez, United need to win. Solskjaer needs to win. The question there is it now or never, or for Ole, or is it too late? And a comment here from John saying they broke the law by breaking into the ground, so they have to accept what comes to them. John, this is where we can massively disagree. You can say what you want there, but I'm going to donate to try and help them with legal representation towards this. All right, cool. We'll leave it at that. I'm not getting into an argument about whether what they did was illegal or not, because I think what the Glazers have done to Manchester United should have been illegal, John, but it wasn't. So that's you're really it's a pointless conversation we're having here. We've got Sar watching from Dubai live this morning. Good morning to you, my friend. Right, let's quickly go over to the article from the Daily Mail here from Chris Wheeler and Simon Jones saying that Solskjaer has held crisis talks with senior United players, including Ronaldo, Harry Maguire, Watford, ahead of Watford. Solskjaer held crisis talks. Ronaldo, Fernandes, and Maguire were all consulted. Solskjaer wanted to discuss how the team can turn around their faltering season. What's your opinion on this idea? And first and foremost, I think the real question here: do you think it is too little, too late? This idea of crisis talks for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that's going to be his way of turning things around. Because I personally think it kind of is. I think if you're looking at when the turnaround was needed. The turnaround really was needed against Leicester. That was the beginning of a 10-game streak that included Leicester, that included Atalanta, that included Liverpool, that included City, and obviously Arsenal and Chelsea that's coming up. It was a run of fixtures that Manchester United needed to navigate well. And instead, we've had the first few games, we got pumped by Leicester. We had the absolutely abysmal first half against Atalanta. I thought it was all over. And then all of a sudden, United turned around in that second half. Then we had the Liverpool game, and we all know what happened there, and the utter and sheer humiliation from that game. And then we had Atalanta halfway in between that again, and again that was a match where United got played off the park largely, but Ronaldo came up with the goals that kept us top of our Champions League group, and then City happened. I would personally say it's too little, too late. I would personally say that the decision has already been made on Solskjaer. But I don't know how to describe these games now that we're going into, because I don't see how winning or losing against Watford proves that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is capable of being Manchester United manager and taking us forward. And I also don't think it takes us any lower than where we were after City. So it's a strange fixture. It's a really strange game for me to go into as a United fan. And I imagine it's a bit strange for a lot of the Manchester United players as well. It's a really odd feeling because I personally think it's too little, too late. Let me go down to the comments and see what you're saying here. And we've got Keeley, what you're saying. Ole's crisis talks are just him sucking up to the players so they can help him save his job. Too late now. I mean, Ronaldo, quite literally, I know that sometimes you go a bit over the top saying, Ronaldo, save Solskjaer. Legitimately, I don't think Solskjaer would be in a job right now if it wasn't for the goals that Ronaldo has scored. Certainly in the Champions League. I think it's the fact that we're doing well in the Champions League is the fact that he hasn't been sacked just yet. Carl, you're saying they're meaningless games. I mean, they're not meaningless games in the course of Manchester United season. They're not at all. But they're just, there's a strange context around the games here because we all, not all of us, okay, given, I would say probably at this stage, a majority of United fans feel that we can't go much further with Solskjaer. That it is, Rio Ferdinand said it's time to pass the baton on. But it hasn't been. Wasn't after Liverpool, to the surprise of quite a few United fans. And then it wasn't after City, to the surprise of pretty much every United fan, and certainly fans of other clubs. Now, I've said for this game against Watford, it's not just about the result anymore. We've reached that point now where it's not just about results. It's about performances as well. I don't think when it comes to changing, I said this in my sort of 5 things that Solskjaer has to do to turn things around. I said hypothetical video that I did earlier this week. They didn't do that well because no one really wants to talk about it. Standard. But I said the performance is just as important as the result, because while the results now will be what ultimately reduces the pressure on Solskjaer, what Solskjaer needs to do is change the narrative, change the story, change the feeling among the fans. And being, held by Watford for 85 minutes them like having 3 or 4 shots on target, De Gea having a blinding game, and then Ronaldo popping up and Ronaldo scoring a late winner. That does not change the narrative among United fans, does it? It doesn't really change the feeling that everyone's really got about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And the only way that changes is with performances. So I don't know. I don't know what to genuinely think going into this game against Watford. Of course, I want United to win. I want us to perform, but will we? I don't know. Malps, you're saying can't wait for the scripted Preza later on. I thought there was going to be quite a not an explosive. I was very interested to see what the press reaction was going to be like after the Liverpool game, and then City happened. So I don't know what to think now. Solskjaer is somebody who doesn't really get drawn into scraps inside the press conferences. You know what I mean? Like someone like Van Gaal, someone like Mourinho. You knew if you asked him the right question that you'd probably provoke a response. Solskjaer's very meek in comparison of that. He won't be drawn into a response. He will say scripted answers, but that's just how he presents himself in front of the press. And I'll be honest, I just don't think he should ever really look too much into what is said in a press conference because managers lie, and Solskjaer does lie. Maguire should never have been bought, says Edom. Okay, what's your opinions on Maguire going into this game? Would you start Harry Maguire? I think kind of a given. Harry Maguire is going to start. If Maguire's starting against Liverpool and City with the form he was in, he's definitely starting after an international break where he scored in both games. The old ear cup. Roy Keane was not happy at that celebration. Watford win. Ole will be sacked, says Peter. Right, you type yes or no in now. Do you think that if Manchester United lose against Watford, that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to get sacked? Type yes or type no. I'm interested to know where you stand on that because why would it all hinge on this game against Watford? Surely that would have happened after City. Surely that would have happened after Liverpool, but definitely after City. How would that change now for the Watford game? Really, I'm really interested to know where you stand on this. Type yes or no in the comments. If you let me know. There's a comment flying in from James. How you doing, buddy? How can players have confidence in Solskjaer? His ego is getting in the way of him saying "mea culpa." What's that say? And resume style tactics when he is the first in charge. Every manager, every player, everybody in elite sport has to have an ego. It's part of the game. So that's why I've always said that Solskjaer will never resign. And people have pointed towards Gattuso doing it. AC Milan, they're saying Zidane's resigned as well. That's because Zidane wanted to resign. People resign when they want to resign, not when they think it might be for the greater good. Let me head down here and see what you think about Watford, about whether or not, if United lose, that Solskjaer is going to be sacked. And there really are so many comments coming in. I love how engaged this community is, man. It really is. It's what makes it good. Anna, do you think yes? Bahadir, you're saying no. Top, you're saying yes. Ali, you're saying no. Paul, you're saying no. Reho, you're saying Reho. I'm going to call you John. You're saying no. No. Ian, you're saying yes. Hassan, you're saying no. James, you're saying no. Yes. I tell you what, it's a big old split down there. Big old split. My gut tells me no. My gut tells me that losing against Watford won't. I don't know, because losing against Watford is like Jesus Christ. Surely still, but would be what it would make me angry. It would genuinely make me angry, not for the fact that Solskjaer has been sacked, but the fact that we didn't do it during it. And I'm speaking hypothetically. I'm saying we lose to Watford and then he gets sacked. It would just piss me off for the fact that we didn't then do that 2 weeks earlier and do it on the Monday after the City game and then have an entire international break to establish links, to speak with people, to bring a new manager in, to bring some staff in. Boom, have it settled. Cool. Instead, if he goes after that, then we've got Villarreal on Tuesday in a must-win Champions League game, and then we've got Chelsea on Sunday. But I think after it, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, with the people in power at Manchester United, with Ed Woodward and the Glazers, I just can't rule any sort of madness out. I cannot rule any madness out, and it's infuriating beyond belief. But I just don't see how he's going to be sacked after Watford if he wasn't sacked after City and Liverpool. That's what my gut's telling me. Now, I might be completely wrong. It might be a case of if we do lose against Watford, he's gone straight away on Saturday evening. And then we've got 48 hours to bring someone in, or someone will come in on an interim basis, hypothetically again, Darren Fletcher for the next couple of games against Villarreal and Chelsea, and then somebody will be in charge for the Arsenal game. Maybe it could happen. Maybe it could happen. But the Watford game is just as much about the performance as it is about the result. That's something I've definitely said all along. Now, before we move on to the next point, and before we head back to the comments here, it's time to announce some winners, baby. Because this week, we are not giving away one of these bad boys. We're giving away two because Mike, who won it last week, just didn't get in contact with me. And I can't get in contact with him. But look. So I swear to God, these are chosen at random. We've got one winner coming from YouTube and we've got one winner coming from Facebook. Now, on Facebook, drum roll, please. Christopher Brogan, related to Christopher Nolan. Probably not. All right, Chris, congratulations to you, my friend. You have won a CR7 shirt. Woo! I need to get like a little soundboard where I can do like a little round of applause or something. Congratulations, my friend. You've entered on Facebook. If you become a member on Facebook, I will drop you a DM, get your address, and get it sent out to you. Congratulations. And the second winner, and I swear to God, ladies and gents, I don't want any conspiracy theories here. This literally was chosen at random. I swear to God, Josh, you've won it, man. Josh, one of the OGs of the channel, part of the Mad Mods group. That's going to be good fun watching how this unfolds this week. You, sir, have won yourself a CR7 shirt. So congratulations to both you, Josh, and you, Chris. You have won the shirts this week. I'll get your addresses off both of you. I'll get it both sent out. But look, I can see Mods are fuming here, or it's rigged. He's really not happy. Anna's not happy after. Takeoff, you're not happy after. No one, you got to be happy for Josh, man. He's won the shirt. Congratulations. So anyway, Josh and Chris, big up to both of you. And anybody else, remember, if you become a member, you're entered into the draw next week automatically. All right. And every single week forward until I run out of shirts. And I've got loads of them. So don't worry if you haven't got it this week. And maybe I'll do more giveaways around Christmas time as well. I definitely will do more giveaways around Christmas time. If you'd like to be in with a chance, if you've joined in, welcome to United People's TV. It's Friday. We announce all the giveaways on Friday. It's the interactive show, so drop a like on the video. If you'd like to enter, hit the join button on YouTube, become a member, or on Facebook, hit the support now button. It's your way of supporting the channel, coming a little bit closer inside the community, and you get a chance to win this shirt every single week. So big up to all of you. Thank you for entering. Now, quickly, to announce the entry for this bad boy. We've got Millie saying, I don't see any ladies winning. Trust me, all ladies are involved. All ladies are involved, Millie. Maybe you'll be in for next week. We'll see. Honestly. But anyway, so the giveaway for this one, I thought would be quite a fun way to enter this. Basically, all you got to do to be in with a chance of winning this is send a tweet to Patrice Evra and tag United People's TV in it. Just send him a tweet saying that, you need to go on United People's TV for an interview. Anything that tags Evra and United People's TV in over the next week, and I'll just choose a winner at random. I'll choose my favorite tweet. All right. So that's how you enter the draw to win this. All you got to do is tweet Patrice Evra and tag United People's TV in, because I'd love to get him on the channel. So let's try and do that. Eh? And we'll be pushing that throughout the week. All right. So that's a good one. It's Friday as well. So remember, my God, geez, this is a cracking show today. Cracking show. But look, the interactive map is back this week. Remember, so make sure you let me know what town you're watching from, what country you're watching from. I'll get a few of you added onto the map by the end of the stream. And Victorim saying, what about if you don't have Twitter? I don't know. If you don't have Twitter, hit him up on Instagram with a comment and just, I don't know, send me a screenshot. I don't really know how else to announce it because I kind of got to keep it on one platform. How else could you do it? Yeah, if you're on Instagram, do it on Instagram and sort of tag United People's TV, and so I get a notification on there, on Instagram, on Twitter. Yeah, Instagram or Twitter. You do it how you want to do it. Cool. And you don't have Twitter either, but there you go. You can do it on Instagram as well. Mate, look, it's giveaway. It's giveaway city. Giveaway city today. I need to do the 210k giveaway as well. Oh God, I'm doing so many giveaways. I can't even keep on top of it. But look, let's head back to the news here. because people might get bored and turn off the show because it is a United show after all. We need to talk about Jesse Lingard, ladies and gents. Jesse Lingard, a player that we were all like, seriously, Jesse Lingard's got to be sold in the summer. Surely he's got to be sold, but he wasn't sold. He was kept at the club. He's hardly been used, and he's leaving on a free transfer. Emil's asking me why I never read your comments. Well, that's because I'm reading your comments right now. I honestly, I swear, I don't ignore anybody's comments. It's just there's so many comments coming in. Sometimes I miss them. Sometimes I see them. It is what it is. I try and answer as many as possible. But look, when stories come out from multiple journalists at the same time, that's when you know there's real truth to it. If we look here, this is coming from Simon Stone from the BBC. It's coming from Paul Hurst from the Times. It's coming from James Ducker from the Telegraph. All yesterday saying the exact same thing, that Jesse Lingard contract talks have broken down, that Jesse Lingard will be leaving Manchester United. Let's see what the article says in a little bit more detail. Lingard's future is in doubt over talks over a new contract have collapsed. His present deal expires next summer, and United hoped to extend it. Lingard opted to stay, blah, blah, blah. Look, Lingard is leaving. You let me know what you think about that in the comments. That's a funny comment there. Want to be Goldbridge? I think of a long list of people who I want to be. That's not one of them. Simple as that. We've got Casper watching from Poland. Good morning to you. And Brian, you've entered, sir. Good luck to you next week for the CR7 shirt. Maybe I'll give 2 away. I don't know. Jonathan, let's see what you think about Jesse. Jesse had to put a big fee in between. Jesse had a too big a fee put in him and higher wages and wanted. Sorry, I'm really confused at the start of that comment, mate. Should have been used more after 2 early goals when he looked sharp. Yeah. With Jesse Lingard, couple of things, right? Jesse Lingard, Manchester United basically priced Jesse Lingard out of a move. We wanted, I think, 25 million. West Ham wanted him, but West Ham didn't want to pay that much for him because his contract expires in the summer, which I kind of understand a little bit. So we priced him out of that move, and therefore we kept him at the club. And then Jesse Lingard obviously had the cracking goal away against West Ham, had the goal against Newcastle, I think, at home as well. Jesse Lingard showed from the bench that he really, really deserved a few more opportunities. Because I've always said it all along. Players deserve to be played on form, and Lingard deserved a couple more opportunities on form. Going into the start of the season, I don't think Lingard had anything really to complain about not getting much game time. Ahead of Jadon Sancho's not getting game time, I think he's going to be ahead of Jesse Lingard. But when it comes to form, Jesse Lingard showed he deserved it. And yeah, I think he's been slightly misused in that sense. And I can understand he's going to leave for free. But now we've got a situation here, right, where we've got Jesse Lingard's going to be leaving for free in the summer. We're probably going to be losing Paul Pogba for free for a second time in the summer. This Manchester United and the contract situations, mate, we've been so bad at it for so many years now, haven't we? And Lingard and Pogba are just going to be the 2 latest examples of that. It's not good. It's not good in any way, shape or form, but it's the sort of historic issues that Manchester United have had with contracts and with giving play. Like Phil Jones, we still can't bloody get rid of him. Marcus Rojo, took us ages to get rid of him. It is what it is. But do you think that Lingard should be leaving? Do you think Manchester United should be trying to keep Lingard? You let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll go and I'll read a few of your comments out down here. He should definitely go, says Stefan, for his career. I mean, no disrespect, but he's not getting us anywhere either. Yeah, well, that's something that I felt about Lingard. I felt about Lingard at the start of the season. Same way as that I wouldn't have given Mata an extension, I would have shifted Mata on. Neither of them really had a position in our starting 11, and they were simply squad players. Mata, you can probably get away with it, although apparently he's a little bit angry. Although I'm not really sure as to how or why he should be getting angry. I think Mata was fine in that sort of 1-year extension, although, as I said, I probably would have got rid of him, got his wages off the books, and reinvested those wages if I was the owner of Manchester United, but I'm not, alas. Lingard is somebody I definitely would have sold for his own career, and I'm also surprised, as much as I would say Manchester United failed to move Lingard on, I'm really surprised that Lingard didn't push for it himself, man. He's an ambitious player, 28 years old, technically in the prime, showed how good he was at West Ham last year. I'm surprised he didn't force that exit from Manchester United, that he was happy to stay. But then at the same time, remember the arguments we were saying there? We're like, well, Why would Lingard want to leave now? We've just re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo. We've got Rashford. We've just got Sancho brought into the team. Of course, he's going to want to be in and around that. And I don't think there will be a problem with Lingard if United were doing well right now. But we're not doing well. And therefore, he's saying, fuck, made the wrong decision here, didn't I? Should have moved on. Kieran, you've entered as a member, sir. Welcome aboard. Remember to all new members. So we've got Kieran today and we've got Brian. Head over to the YouTube community tab, lads. There's the WhatsApp members group in there. There's a link. And if you're watching on Facebook and you've joined as well, there's also a link in the private supporters group there for the private WhatsApp. Come over there for the members only WhatsApp. Let me go down here. Russell, how you doing, buddy? Saying running the team shouldn't be a discussion forum with the players. It's up to the manager to tell them how to play and who is playing. That is his job. If he discusses it with them, that is weak. So going back, so that's Russell there with his opinion on this story and the idea that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has held crisis talks with the players. Do you agree with Russell there? I would say to a degree, I agree. But also at the same time, it can show... Does it show complete weakness to involve the opinions of the players? Yes and no. It depends how much you actually listen to those opinions and whether you actually allow them to change the direction. I think players should be entitled, should feel entitled to have their say on how things are going on, but you can't look to them for sort of ideas, if you know what I mean. You should go to them with ideas and sort of rebound off them, but not just go there saying, I don't know what to do, help, which maybe he done here. Yoganesh, you've joined as well. Good, mate. Everyone's got those sweet Friday feelings, and everyone wants to be in with a chance of winning the bed. And I keep saying it, and I'll say it one more time, just for anybody who accuses me, these are not from the Megastore, okay? Simple as that. What's going on here in the comments? We've got your senior players can have some kind of say, says Craddock. Yeah, I personally, as I said, I personally agree with that. Joseph, to become a member, buddy, just hit the join button down below. If you look next to the subscribe button, although you're already a subscriber, just below the video, there is a link to join. And also, if you look in the description of the video, there's a link directly. You can click on there. As I said, it's only a couple of quid a month, and it's your way of supporting the channel. Peter, you think that Lingard must go to save his career? I personally do think that, yeah, for his own career, then it's got to be elsewhere. For Lingard's own career, it has to be away from Manchester United from now on, in my opinion. Let's see what goes on next. Alex saying, what other top managers would ask players' opinions? Alex, I'll be honest, I personally think that every top manager will ask his experienced players for opinions on certain things at certain times. I don't think this is out of the ordinary at all. To label it as a crisis talk, that's a bit different. And that's where we don't know the ultimate truth here. But the reality is that even if this story is a fabrication, at some point Solskjaer would have spoken to his players about, what's your opinion on what's going wrong here? But at the same time, geez, our mistakes have just been repeating themselves all season long. And that's why for a lot of people you have frustrations really with how they're performing, because as much as you can blame the manager, they've been bad too, haven't they? They've really been bad. Hey, look, it's Friday, ladies and gents. We're not even halfway through this. We've got a busy show. Make sure you drop a like on it and subscribe. Before I move on to the next point here, I want to reveal a few things. Move the keyboard out the way there. Try not to ruin the stream. Because I went to the PO box and some of you have sent in some cracking things. So I wanted to show them on screen here. Now, I don't know who sent what because there's no way for me to actually know that, which is a little bit frustrating. But this is the first thing that was sent. This is a little photo. Look at that. Look how cool that is. Oh, you can't. You're just getting reflection of the light and reflection of the screen. Try and move it over there. Anyway, it's Fergie, Cantona. It's Fergie in the... No, not the sevens. Fergie, Cantona, Beckham, Ronaldo, Scholes, Giggs, and Rooney. Cracking little photo. That's going to go up there. I'm going to move this around. It's going to go up there. All right? So look at that. That's cracking, isn't it? So that's the first thing. I like that. Thank you very much who sent that. Maybe we're going to have some games on here now because we've got a quiz and puzzle book. Right, let's go for it. Let's go for one quiz question to start. Oh god, that's a bit of a crap one. Where are the answers? Are the answers at the back? Right, okay. Okay, right. Let me see if I can get one here. Should have thought about this first. Should have thought about this first, shouldn't I? Jesus. Never mind, can't be asked. Right, I'll do that another time. That's another thing that was sent. Then we've got sent this one here. This is cracking. Look at that. Le King. We've got a big old Cantona kick. T-shirt smells of vinegar. It's a little bit weird that. Look at that. Cracking that, isn't it? Cantona. Ooh, Cantona. So I need to put that on at some point. Lovely. Now these two things are cool. I don't know what they really are. What we got? This one is a 3D lamp illusion. Look at that. 3D lamp illusion. Now, who sent this? You need to let me know in the comments. Because I don't know who sent it. And I think this thing is basically, it's a little mini football like that. But it looks like a 3D thing somehow. I don't know. I'll figure out how to use it and I'll get it up in the studio. That's the next thing. And this one, I definitely know who sent this. This is from Orr. I've been sent something from the 90s. I've got a lava lamp. Right? So I've got to now put a bloody lava lamp up. My God. We've been joking about this quite a while in the mods group. And I've now got a lava lamp. So I'm going to have to get that up. I'm going to have to get that sorted. But that is the haul from the P.O. box. So I want to say, honestly, a big thank you to everyone who's sending stuff in. I think it's really good fun. It's another way for you to engage. It's another way for you to sort of, as I say, have your stamp on the studio. So I'll get the photo frame up there. I'll try and get the lava lamp in somewhere. We've got a t-shirt. We've got a quiz that we can start doing now. Hey, look, it's good fun. So thank you very much to everyone who sent the stuff in. If you want to send anything in, if you look at the banner at the bottom of the screen, that's where the P.O. box is. Just send in whatever you want. Oh, my God. Or send everything. Picture. But oh, my God. Well, it looks like Orr's had an absolute field day. Well, I'll say, Orr, big up to you, my friend. I need to send you a CR7 shirt at some point. Depends if you win or not. Like Josh. Don't be annoyed. Don't be annoyed. Don't be annoyed. Be my secret Santa, says Alok. Maybe we'll do a little secret Santa on here. As I said, I'll definitely do some... I'll do some giveaways around Christmas, some different giveaways, maybe some bigger giveaways. It's going to be my way of giving back to the community. So, as I said, big thank you to Orr for sending that stuff in. It's good fun. I'll get it all set up over the weekend. As long as United don't lose, because if United lose, I'm not doing a thing. Thank you very much. But look, big up to everybody who's joining in. Make sure you drop a like on the video. It's Friday. We'll head over to the interactive map soon as well. So make sure you leave it in the comments where you're watching from, the town and the country. I'll add it onto the map. We've announced the 2 winners of the shirts. I'll re-announce them now because I see he's turned up. And that is Sir Josh of Williams. Congratulations, buddy. I swear to God, this is not a fix. You've won it, mate, from YouTube. And also, Christopher Brogan, I'll drop you a message on Facebook. Congratulations to both of you. I can see so many people calling for the quiz. Let me see if I can get a question there. Too many pages. Stuff to open. Right, come on. No, I don't want Sudokus. I don't want crosswords. I don't want a word wheel. Can you just give me a quiz question? Right, there we go. Number 53. Here we go. Right. We're getting there. We're going to have a couple of quiz questions here. Don't say it's not engaging here on United People's TV. Come on, people. 53. Right, we've got it. What question am I going to do? Right. First, right. Fastest finger first? Fastest finger first. Fastest comment first. Who was Sir Alex Ferguson's? No, that's actually... Wow, the question's written wrong. Well, that's not a good start, is it? Which team did Peter Schmeichel join Manchester United from? And which team did he leave for? Type that in the comments. Fastest finger first. That's a tough question. That really is a tough question. But yeah, you let me know. Which team did Schmeichel join Manchester United from? And which team did he leave for? You got to type it in the comments. Both of them in the same one. He didn't leave for City. No, he didn't leave for City. He played for City. I think he played for a couple of teams first before he came back. Ah, look, we've got a winner here. Straight in. Tan Chien. coming in strong. Bromby and Sporting Lisbon. Congratulations, sir. That is top tier Manchester United knowledge. Well done. You've won absolutely nothing. But, you know, you've got the quiz. You've got the first quiz question right on United People's TV. Maybe we should do a quiz. Yeah, maybe I can start doing that as a bit of a regular thing. Maybe some like members only quizzes. As I said, any fun, engaging stuff like that you think that we should be doing, you hit me up with ideas on Twitter. That'll be fun. And as I said, the entry mechanic for this one is very, very simple. Anybody who wants to be in the chance of winning this Patrice Evra autobiography, absolutely not signed by Patrice. All you got to do is tweet Patrice and tag United People's TV in it. Love to get him on the show. As many of you as possible, just, I don't know, tag whatever you want. Say whatever you want, but make sure United People's TV is tagged in it and make sure Evra is tagged in it. And the same thing on Instagram as well. It's a way for any of you to help get this man on the show. Love to sit here and have a conversation with Patrice. Woo! My God, it's a good show. This is a good show because there he is. That's what you get for winning absolutely nothing on the quiz. Let's move on here quickly. Right, let's talk about Brendan Rodgers. Jeez, my word. Busy old day of news. Brendan Rodgers was asked about the Manchester United job in his pre-match press conference for Leicester this weekend. This is what he had to say. He said, firstly, it's really disrespectful for you to ask me the question when you have a good manager and a good man who is working at the club. Secondly, I can't comment on it because it's something that's not real. So Brendan Rodgers there speaking about the Manchester United rumours. I personally don't really think I think it's kind of a bit of a non-story. That's why I didn't really do much about it. It's why I'm only speaking about it now, half an hour into the live stream. Brendan Rodgers was always going to be asked the question, if I'm being completely honest. I think a journalist can't ignore all the stories around his speculation. He might want to ignore it, but they can't. And I'm also not surprised that he basically just poo-pooed it off. Rodgers won't say anything. I mean, it clearly is something real. I think that's a wee bit of a fib, but that's all right. It's absolutely fine. Jorganesh, good morning to you, my friend. Love your content. Now then, why don't United hire Ralph Rangnick as interim and go for Ten Hag in the summer? I'm fed up with the board, mate. As I've said, it's that's something that I would love to see, if I'm being completely honest. I think it would be an absolutely smart decision by the club to do that. It seems too good to be true, and I think it is too good to be true. I don't think Manchester United are going to be doing it as much as I think they should be doing it. But yeah, with Brendan Rodgers, I don't think you're not going to get anything from him until something happens. It's a bit like Steven Gerrard 2 weeks before he left Rangers saying, do I look happy? Do I look settled? Then don't ask me silly questions. 2 weeks later, he's left for Villa. Things changing football very rapidly. In the modern game, things change almost overnight in football. And the same thing will go about the future of any manager. Unless your name is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, then he was, I don't know, he's still in the job. But let's move on from Brendan Rodgers. Let's see who else is on our talking points list. Wow, this one. Or you sitting down, my friend. You're sitting down. Donny van de Beek is in serious contention to start against Watford on Saturday. Well, that's just a little bit goddamn late, isn't it? But what's your reaction to that in the comments? You let me know. Do you think Donny should start against Watford? Type yes or type no in the comments. I think it's going to be a pretty resounding yes. And it's not because we all think that Donny van de Beek is the messiah of midfield. But it's because we don't want to see Fred and McTominay again, right? And we'll basically take anything apart from Fred and McTominay together. And that's the situation that it is with Donny van de Beek. But Donny van de Beek is a good player. I'd like to see it might come. I don't know what the formation is going to be. I'm going to do my starting 11 prediction for the game against Watford. It might come down as a 4-2-3-1, but if you play a 4-2-3-1 correctly, it doesn't always just have to be a 4-2-3-1 at all. It can be basically a 4-2-3-1 in possession. Then one of the midfielders drops a little deeper and it almost turned into a 4-3-3. That's what United should and could be doing against Watford. And I think Donny van de Beek, I'm going to call him Danny from now on. Donny van de Beek should be starting. Peter, you're saying it's about time. Ryan, you think he should be. He needs a bloody chance, says Paula. Well, no one's going to disagree with that. Absolutely yes, says Darren, yes, says Bashir. Nidge, yes. And Ant, you're probably not wrong, or probably has got a lot on. He does like Donny van der Beek just a little bit. Jimmy, you think yes as well. CR7 said it's too late. I think it's a little bit late as well. It's like, oh yeah, could have done it against Liverpool City. Could have done it where maybe we could have really done with a press-resistant midfielder in Donny van der Beek. But I mean, who am I to judge? I think Donny van der Beek's just going to be a bit pissed off at this stage. Really, genuinely. You're never going to see that from him because he seems like a very affable character. Is that the right word? He seems very, very likable, very hardworking, very professional, extremely professional in very difficult circumstances. But as Fabrizio Romano was saying yesterday morning, he's never been offered to Real Madrid. There are many clubs interested. The plan is still to leave Man United in January if he's not going to be involved in Solskjaer's time in the next few weeks. I don't really know how him being used now changes the relationship. For being completely honest, I think the relationship is damaged at this point. Not damaged beyond repair. That would be foolish to say. But Donny van der Beek to start against Watford, I'd like to see it. You'd like to see it because no one wants to see Fred and McTominay. We need to see something different from Manchester. I don't know what that difference is. We saw a different formation used against Spurs and it worked. But Spurs were crap. They sacked their manager after the game. That's how crap they were. They were at the lowest of the lows in terms of their own ebb and flow. And United took advantage of that. It was basically the perfect time to play Spurs. We can all admit that now. Atalanta, we used the same formation. Then Varane went off injured. Then we switched formation, and then it all went out the window. And against City, I think we used the 3-5-2. We tried to match up with City, and I don't even remember anything else from that game. I've just blanked it out of my mind because it really is that painful. But I personally think that Van der Beek will still push for a move away from Manchester United in January, regardless of what really happens now, whether or not he starts against Watford, maybe starts against Chelsea. I think a lot of the damage is already done at this point, in my own opinion. He's Man United's best midfielder, says Ryan. I think Bruno Fernandes might disagree with you. How's he expected just to perform like a lamb to slaughter? Hey, look, let's see what goes on, man. Apparently they've been impressed with him in training. I mean, I don't think he probably would have been doing anything different in training this week than what he's been doing before. But Donny van der Beek is somebody who so many want. He's become like he's become the symbol for United fans' frustration with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tactics, with his player selections, and with his formations. Van der Beek's just, as I said, he's become the symbol of that. So the support of Van der Beek is correct, but at the same time, I mean, he's not that good a midfielder. Like, some United fans speak about him like he is literally Messi in midfield. He's going to come in and revolutionize everything. He won't do that, but he's certainly better than the options that we currently have. But it kind of goes with the circumstances. As I said, it's like going into a supermarket when you're hungry. Everything looks appealing. Like right now in this international break, everyone's like, Zidane, yeah, go on, Rodgers. Oh, I got Ten Hag, woof, Rangnick, yeah, in you come, mate. Anything looked appealing at that point. When you're hungry, when the crisis is there, anything works. But that's not to say that Donny van der Beek is not a good footballer. I'm not going that far, but I'm just saying that I think people are maybe over-exaggerating his qualities just a little bit. But I still doesn't mean I don't want to see him start against Watford, right? Because I do want to see him start against Watford. Right, let me see what you're saying in the comments. Before I do finish, I'm going to head to the interactive map. So make sure you let me know in the comments. Leave your town and your country where you're watching from. I'll add 3 of you onto the map because it's Friday, baby. And on Friday, we get the map up. We've had a few new members join in this morning. Big up to all of you. You're going to be entered for next week's Ronaldo shirt draw. I've given 2 away today on United People's TV. We've announced the giveaway for this bad boy. And look, we've got another one there. Look at him. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. It's good fun. Ollie's getting sacked today, says Daz. I think you might be disappointed, my friend, because he will not be getting sacked today. As I said at the start of the stream as well, when we were speaking about Watford, speaking about these idea of crisis talks, I'd be surprised if Solskjaer was sacked after Watford because he wasn't sacked after City. So how would that now change? I don't know. I really, really don't know, if I'm being completely honest. But we can't rule it out. I can't rule it out. But just my gut tells me that he's not going to get sacked. Look, we've got a couple of members coming in here, so you're going to get added. Right, we've got Kieran watching from Mexborough in Donny. In you go, sir. Donny van der Beek. In you go. Doncaster on the map. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Welcome aboard, Kieran. Nice to have you on board. And we've got Brian watching from Nairobi in Kenya. I think we might already have Nairobi, but Brian, I'm going to add it on just in case we don't, sir. I've always wanted to go to Nairobi. That would be an amazing place to visit. Add pins. Oh, whoops. Oh, there you go. I'm doing the wrong thing. Nairobi, Kenya. There we go. And let's add one more. Let's see who we've got on here. There we go. Viable Solutions, you joined us member this week as well. So as I said, it's part of the membership perks. You get your comments read out as a priority here on United People's TV. That's something I always stand by and always try to do. There you go. All three of you, sirs or madams, I'm not sure. You're all added onto the map. Thank you very much. But look, thank you very much for joining in today. It's another quiet stream. Not that many of you watching, but that's because of everything that's going on with United right now. The interest is that's what it is. I can see the moods among United fans, and I can measure it by how many people engage with the content. That's something I've always seen over the years of. I've been doing this for 10 years now with the website, with the YouTube, with Facebook, with everything. There's a strange feeling going into the Watford game. I'll have my Watford starting 11 out later on today, and I'll be here tomorrow before the game with the United Legacy Arms. So if you come here an hour before kickoff, it's your chance as members to come on screen with me and have a conversation. As always, maybe I'm going to be doing a press conference reaction later on. I'll see if I want to. Not sure if I will. Maybe I'll just do a little short video for Facebook. I know I still haven't announced 210k giveaway. That's because I got distracted with all the other goddamn giveaways. Can't announce 4 giveaways in one stream. Everyone's going to forget about it. So yeah, Patrice Evra. Go over to Twitter or Instagram, tag Evra and tag United People's TV in, and that's your entry in to win that autobiography. I'll choose a winner next Friday from all the tweets or the Instagram comments as well. So thank you all very much for joining in. Make sure you drop a like on the video, people. It's free. It does support the channel. Thank you very much for all becoming members, doing all you can. Enjoy your Friday. Have a couple of beers tonight. Brace yourself. At least it's not an early kickoff to ruin our weekend, eh? We've had too many of them. 3 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be watching the Watford game. I'll be here straight after my match reaction. And also, you'll be joining me before the game as well. Hey, look, thank you very much. Craddock, lit stream today. It was a lit stream, I'd say. It was a cracking stream, really interactive. Have a cracking Friday. Have a few beers on me. And as I said at the start of the stream, if you can, head over to the fundraiser. I'm going to leave it in the comments one more time now. Because please, if you can, donate a tenner. This GoFundMe page is a way for you to help those who have been arrested after the protest against the Glazers that we all supported vociferously as United fans. And now they've been arrested. So it's a way to raise a little bit of money to get their legal costs covered. That's what I would just say. I've donated 50 quid. If you can donate a £5 or a £10 or a quid, do what you can. But enjoy your Friday, everybody. Let's take it easy. And I'll speak to you soon.